Alright, I'm just going to take you for a walk here. Oh, look out, puppy dog. Till people jump on here anyway. Give you a look around. It's going to be awesome timing when the sun comes up. Like I say, if you're watching the recording of this, it's usually the first couple of minutes. That's just going to be a bit of whatever. Like I say, great morning down here at the beach. If you guys are jumping on, you can hear me okay. Comment in the box where you're watching from. What are you doing? You're driving to work? You're still in bed? Comment in the box. I'll take likes as well, but it's cooler to put a comment in there so I know who I'm talking to. And then if you've got any questions, oh, hello, Mum. No questions, Mum. So you should be down here walking down the beach this morning, Mum. Look at this. When you jump on, like I say, this is a recording. Just fast forward to 2 minutes if you don't want to look at the great view and the beach here. Just going to go for a walk down here. Like I say, a couple more of his jump on. I'm going to have the sunrise come up here. I didn't bring my sunnies this morning, so this is just going to smash my eyes, but it's cool. Alright, looks like you're the only one on here, Mum. I'm not talking to you on this live feed. Where are you watching from? Mr. Sutty, have you recovered from your weekend, brother? I see you went out fishing, man. Comment in the box, bro. Anyone else who jumps on here, comment where you're watching from. I know there's a delay. These live feeds, they give it about a minute delay sometimes when you're putting your comment in. It's very interesting when you're talking back and you see a question that someone types in a minute or so ago. Like I say, I've just been rubbing it in this morning. I will get into it. I put my title on this live feed as the last 12 months, but I really wanted to touch on what's next. See what questions come through, if any questions come through regarding my last 12 months, and I'm going to touch on a few things that I've been talking to people about over the last few days. How's the sound there, guys? Sometimes I've got to have my headphones in here. Just want to put if the sound's okay, just because of the waves and stuff. Alright, 2 p.m. and went to a barbecue, going for an overnighter tonight, fishing for reds and then marlin in the morning. Don't do that to me, man. Look at the water. If I didn't have heaps of stuff on, Gav, I'd be coming with you, bro. That hurts my feelings now. You're not allowed to comment anymore. But yeah, like I say, the last 12 months, yous all watch my journey. Yous all watch what I'm doing, where I've gone, where I've been. Been a little up and down. Has been some absolutely amazing stuff going on, but yeah, I thought I'd talk about, like, sort of targeted a few people from the last few days, really. The last week and a half, a couple of things that have come up. A big part about what I've been doing, and this is cool for you guys who are going to watch the recording. Big part about what I'm doing is sharing my journey as I go along, but always taking you back to the past. Always taking you back to, say, examples or situations that I might have been in the past that were no good, that didn't serve me. Giving little lessons of what I learned to go forward. It's a big part about it. We talk about delivering your message. Yeah, send me some photos, Gav. Just make sure it's like next week sometime. And when you're jumping on, guys, keep me accountable where you're watching from. If the sound's all right, it's obviously all right because Gav's listening and rubbing it in with talking about fishing. The dogs over here that aren't listening to their owner. That's why I don't have a dog down here in the morning. I might go back this way. I can't handle that noise of a dog barking in the morning. But yeah, like I say, it's all been about giving you an insight into my day-to-day life, what I've been going through, but always taking you back. And the purpose of that is to give you guys little lessons or little things that I learn along the way. And also some of the new stuff that I've been learning on the way, how I've been putting it into action. And I don't believe there's any other better way than to put it through something like a video, or the live feeds have been fantastic. And it can be day-to-day things, what people I talk to about. Something comes up, like the sun, awesome, glad I'm down here for this. Yeah, things that come up, and then I can look at it and like if I'm working with them or if I'm helping them through something, I can use that example to put out to you guys to be able to say, hey, shit, that could work in my life. That's something I should do. And a lot of people say should too. There's another thing too. How many of you apply it? I don't know. Just gonna go up here. Apparently there was a croc here the other day. I'm yet to see a croc down here on Palm Cove Beach. I really, really would love to. It was like just after 5 when I come down here this morning and there was nobody down here. How are you, Belinda? Where are you watching from? No one else is telling me where they're watching from. Well, I know my mum's watching from home and Gav's in Cairns. Like I say, I've been coming down here really looking for a croc. Nah. It'd be awesome to see one here in the morning. Scare the shit out of the locals, I know that. But yeah, like I say, being able to share my story, my journey on the way, for the simple reason to help you guys, anyone out there watching, you watch the recording, watch my stuff, you contact me to give you a little bit of advice on how I got through things, or how people that I'm working with or associated with or being coached by. Rainy Central Coast. Not rainy up here today, Belinda. I'm sorry, I have to rub it in. Look at this. I'm just going to do that through this whole live feed. This is why I live here, really. This is freaking fantastic. But yeah, like I say, and anyone who is on there or who is on a journey, let's say, of discovery, and is putting it out there, or you want to put it out there, here's my point from the last week and a half or so. And this is for a few of you guys I'm going to be tagging later, because I know you're across the world. You've got this story. You've got this past that's dark, and there's a lot of bad stuff that went on. There's a lot of shit that you're not proud of. And when I talk to you about it, and some of you guys that I've been talking to are putting yourselves out there already. You might be getting up on stage and stuff, but when we've spoken about it, we've got to the next step. How about you want to help people, you want to be able to move people forward in life. You're afraid to take that next step. You're afraid to get on social media. You're afraid to post a video. You're afraid to post a picture or something of you maybe in a place where you don't look comfortable or something. There's a reason behind that. And a lot of you guys I've been talking to have got a lot of followers on social media. And I'm like, all right, let's get into this. And the thing that comes up, this is the hugest thing that comes up. And like I say, some of these people I've been talking to are athletes, are already in front of lots and lots of people when they're playing sport and stuff. They're in the fitness game. They work with people. But when it comes to moving people forward with maybe their story, they're afraid to go back there because they're still stuck there and they're still worried about what people think. But at the core of it is their self-worth. That is at the absolute core of it. And when I brought this up with a couple of the guys, and if you watch this, I don't usually target these guys, but this is really important. You won't admit to it, even though it is so blatantly obvious. And when I give you a couple of things that might trigger you to think it, and you're like, well, shit, you might be right. And that stuff's there. That's the stuff that's holding you back. See, if you really, really wanted to help people and move people forward, you would be open and honest with everything you've been through, because you're still here now. You're doing amazing things when you're alive. And if you want to move people forward, why not share that? Because you've obviously learnt the lesson. I'm going to walk back this way just to keep showing you this part here. I'm going to show you something up here too in a minute. Something I do in the morning when I come down here. People laugh at me here in the morning if there's people down here. It's all good. It's all part of my daily routine. So keep me accountable here, guys, because I tend to ramble. If anyone new jumps on, comment in the box. Any questions? Questions are really, really important on these live feeds, because I just could talk for an hour about randomness. which is cool. There's always gold nuggets in my randomness. So I get in my inbox anyway. But yeah, like I say, and we talk about like branding and things like that. Like I am on social media everywhere, as everyone see. Oh, Bill, excellent. Right around the world. Where are you watching from, Bill? I know one of your last messages you were heading the Dominican Republic or something where you got them retreats, man. I'm just talking about anyone who jumps on, just talking about a little bit about my journey, how I share a lot of it through social media, of course, but how I take people back to the past all time to, yeah, talk about shit that went on in my life that was no good, bad, but I learned the lesson, and giving people lessons to move forward. And that's at the core of, like, if you've got a message. ATLGA, what's that short for, man? I'm in Australia. Like, we got slang over here, Bill, so you might have to elaborate on where that is, man. I'm gonna guess Atlanta, Georgia. Am I correct? November 15, Dominican Republic. I'm gonna have to have a look on the map and see where that is, man. I don't know when you were talking about it. Yes, I was right, Atlanta. Cool. But yeah, putting yourself out there, and a story, a message, branding if you want to call it, you being the product of your life. That's a good way of putting it. That might be something I can release after. And it is. We talk about in the networking industry being a product of the product, like health and wellness with me with Isogenics, product of the product. That's why I fit, healthy, all that. But what about your life? Being a product of the product in your life. That's what I've been developing. That's what I've been doing. But so many people start this journey like, yeah, I want to help people. But when they got to dig deep and when they got to go into their past and they know they've got these blocks and these things that hold them back, they're consciously aware of it. They don't want to go there. And this is what I love about mentoring or coaching or partnering, if you want to call that, with people, and just see when they actually do go there. What do we got? Gav. Got to bail, got to go to that place they call JOB, man. We've really got to talk about that, Gav. Do you know what I do? You see it every day, man. But enjoy work and, yeah, enjoy fishing. Don't send me any photos till like next week, man, because I'll be jealous as, unless I get my boat up and running. Jealous. But yeah, like I say, back to it, and throw questions in there, guys. Especially if you've got something you want to work on. I'd love to talk to you. Being a product of the product of your life. That's what I see it as, what I've been putting out there. Watching my journey to move other people's forward. Other people's. Can't even talk this morning. Mr. Bunny, when you watch this, I really need to work on this speech thing I've got going on, man. Alice, how are ya? Thank you, absolutely. You are a product of your life, but so many people get to that point. They're like, no, I can't talk about this part of my life. I can't, it's not gonna help anyone move forward. I tell you what, if you're still here now, if you've moved forward from that event or that emotional time or anything like that, you will inspire others. You will help others to move forward. Simple as that. My inbox goes nuts sometimes with something that I might bring up. That's awesome. Excited to wake up and get my day started, and how awesome to start my Friday with this. Thank you. No worries, Belinda. And it's awesome that you're in the 8-week program. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Any questions or anything, there's some absolute superstars in that there. Throw it in the group, reach out to us. This here too, I'm gonna touch on this. I'm in a certain spot here for a sec. I'm gonna show you the footprints here. There was no footprints here this morning. Well, they're not really footprints. See all that? That patch there where it's all like churned up. And I've mentioned this before. I think it was like a live feed a couple of weeks ago when I talk about getting my energy going. In the morning, I'll come down here, and I love my dance music, but also I walk up and down the beach. There was no one here this morning. I've got this spot here, and you got the sun coming up. It's a real open spot. You got the little creek there, but in the background there, I don't know if you can see, you got the mountains there too. Yeah, awesome. And you got the mountains here too. When I come down here this morning, we talk about success priming, and I don't go too deep when I talk about this. It's something that I've got in my 9-week program at the moment where I really go deep on success priming. But I come down here in the morning, all them there, that's for me like jumping around, serious. I got the dance music going, but I'm really visualizing how my day is gonna go. It's awesome, Bill, here. It is fantastic. music going, visualize how my day is going to go, set the intention for the day. Like a lot of lately, I've got to interact with a lot of people, so I visualize how I'm going to interact with them people. If it's leading them into my business, into my brand, into Team Beast Mode, all that, I sit here, I don't sit here, I sort of jump around and I get my blood pumping and I visualize that stuff. And we talk about goals, we talk about all this stuff, and I really go into it. My health goal, I don't even call them goals, how I'm going to be when I've achieved that. Linking it in here, I'm down here with nature, I've got the mountains behind me, I've got the beach here, I've got the music going, I've got the blood pumping. The sun's not even up yet. I do this shit every day. And I'll be honest, it's not every day that I am pumped like this morning, but I get myself there. I work really hard on this and it's consistent daily action. And I go to the title I did this live feed, and that was just random, is my 12 months so far and what's next. In this 12 months, and I seen a really cool video yesterday from a really inspiring guy that I found out his story and had a look into it. Michael Sloggett, I think his name is. Awesome. And he talks about a lot of us guys in this industry now, the personal development, we're across social media. And we're all talking about, oh, join my course, do this, do that. You're going to change your life in 8 weeks, 9 weeks, whatever. But he goes, we never put out the hard work behind it. See, a lot of people will see this getting up early in the morning as hard work, every day, consistently. I'm nearly 12 months into doing this. I don't see it as hard work, but some mornings I struggle to get up, but I know the result I'm going to get out of doing this every day. So many people put out this facade, yeah, do this, join this, my program, whatever. But this is action. This is morning action every day for 12 months. Awesome, some of the names coming up here. Dave, how are you, man? Where are you watching from, man? I reckon you're on the other side of the planet too. Mickey Marrett, how are you, brother? Sheridan, how's the weather down there, guys? I'm just rubbing it in this morning. And please throw some questions on there. Questions. Because I'm going to get to what's next. There's an absolutely exciting month coming up in my world. Every month's exciting in my world. But 5 a.m. club. I'll be honest, Belinda, I'm a big, if we do at Beast Mode, we've got the 5 a.m. We get up at 5 a.m. for success priming. Ads Mac, how are you, brother? Hope you're enjoying the morning. But the 5 a.m. club, I pushed myself lately to get up that early because I'll be honest, I've been staying up till like 1 o'clock on a lot of calls because I'm talking to people around the globe, totally different time zones. But a lot of people put out the 5 a.m. club, 5 a.m. club, 5 a.m. club. How many of them get up and do action at 5 a.m.? How many put it out there and they daily do it? Not many. And this is something that I learned firsthand, like in Beast Mode. Gets to the weekend, gets to a point where it's like, nah, I can relax now. This shit's daily, consistent action. Doesn't matter what the weather. You don't have to come to the beach, but this is why I live here. Important part about environment, guys. Rubbing it in as always. And like I say, keep me accountable here too. I do ramble a lot, and I'd love some questions. Questions about anything, the success priming, which is really important. What I do every day, and I talk about hard work. Any questions like that. But talking about going through, and ads, you would definitely, Chad, jump on. Awesome. Ads, I was talking about it before, man, and you missed it, how a lot of people don't go back to their past. All the shit they've gone through and how are you, Shay? Awesome. So there's consistency. She's always on here. And yeah, like I say, Ads is on here. His past, his story, it's continual. He uses it all the time to teach people to move forward. He's not afraid to go there and say, fuck, I fucked up here. Here's the lesson I learned, move forward. And it's continual. You agree with that. And everyone on here who shares their story or moves people forward, you've got to put that out there. You've got to do that. You've got to go there. You've got to be able to do that. If people are going to connect with you, if you want to help people move forward, and like I say, I always go back to it in the networking game, in the health and wellness game, even in the fitness industry, people connect with who you are. They see your image. They see you being a product of the product. So being a product of your life is so powerful to move people forward. But what's next? Like I say, I need to take a breath for a sec. Questions. Sunrise. Cool. Keep me accountable here, guys, too. I'm just wandering up and down into one spot. I love this spot right here. It's pretty awesome, as you should probably agree. But what's next? The next month, Now, we got Team Beast Mode International Retreat coming up at the start of October, October 3 to 9. But before that, I head to Bali for Regan Hillier's Be Your Brand, which is an absolutely fantastic, you can call it retreat, you can call it, I don't know what you'd want to call it, event. I'd call it an event because it's fantastic. I've been behind the scenes on the last 3 and learned so much. And what I'm talking about here, about you being a product of your life, being your brand, that's what that's all about. It's about getting your message out there. How do you get it out there? What are the shortcuts? How can you get your message across the globe? But more importantly, how can you develop it? How can you go deep? How can you go into that core to get your core message to be able to move people forward, or to be able to mentor people, or to be able to help people through dark times? More importantly, not just that. This is the thing a lot of people think. We've got this past. I've got a past where I'm not happy with it. Like I say, I talk about drugs, alcohol, violence, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, it's shit. But I've also got awesome stuff in my past too, where I knew the lesson before I got there, and I got bang, and I got through this. A lot of friends of mine haven't got shit going on. They don't know. They're like, well, you've got this, and a lot of people connect with me. You've got this past. You want to help people get through that. I'm like, not only that. A lot of the people I'm talking to, and a lot of the guys in Beast Mode, good mate of mine, Albie, I know he might watch the recording. We're very busy. He hasn't got this dark past, and it's something he struggled with for a little while. He's embraced it now, because not everyone in life's got struggles they've been through that are bad. Not everyone in life's like stuffed up majorly, and they're like, how do I? What's my message? Positivity. Put your awesome life out there. People need to connect with that too, because on this journey, people like, I'm at the stage now where I'm bloody happy, and I'm like in a spot, so I'm not always going to use my past. I'm going to use what I'm doing now. And like Shay just said, being real. Everything is being real. And I'm at the point now where I can use exactly what I do now. What's next? Like I say, I'm going to Bali in a couple of weeks. Again, love it there. But people can connect with that too. Because when you're on a journey, you can take people from the past, but you go back there too much, and some people can get stuck there. But to move them forward. So I usually say, watch this space. And I was thinking about that comment before. I'm always saying, watch this space. But what I really want to bring to people now is, why watch anymore? What's the point in watching? Does watching get you anywhere? Does just listening get you anywhere? I need some comments from this one. I'm asking questions now, and I know there's a delay. Does just watching, say, this live feed or these events or a video? Absolutely, Shay. Authenticity. It's what it's real. As the A to Z of empowerment, as Bulldog. I can't talk this morning. As Bulldog, A to Z, or A to Z of empowerment. Legend. Check out his stuff. How's the weather in Tassie there, Az? There's a delay here too. I'm asking questions. More people are jumping on. Please tell me where you're watching from. Bet you it's not as awesome as this. Get my head out of the shot. I know people are coming and going here. A lot of you guys are watching from down south. It's probably shitty cold. Say hi. They're not going to say hi. It's a live feed. Oh, I love that. Love that. What was I saying? Yeah, watch on. What's the point of watching on? Yeah, I knew it would be, as I was just rubbing it in by asking. Emily, oh, look out. Ireland, awesome. You're friends with Louise or related? Oh, I'm not sure, Emily, but yeah, nah, that's cool that we've connected. It's summer, cold and raining, nowhere near as awesome as that, ha ha ha. Ha, awesome. The rain is awesome, Belinda. Oh, the rain's okay as long as it's like really warm. Like rain up here is all right, and as long as it goes away really quickly. Absolutely, Chad, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. You can watch people go through these personal development programs. You can watch people have a transformation. You can watch people when they come back from these seminars and everything. What do they do next? What have I been doing for nearly 12 months now? What of all these people that put this stuff out there, that share their story, that show up every day? There's one word. I'm going to wait for what it is. It's been used there already. Chad used it already. Because anyone can talk. I can come on here and talk. I can teach, like I say. But it's what you do next is the key to all of this. And this is where I'm leading to now. Oh, awesome. Yes, see you in November then, Emily. Awesome, awesome. The weather's fantastic down here, as you can see, and even better in November. And you will catch me. Watch Louise and Nathan. I know Louise is heading over there. They're going to be rocketing soon. Challenge yourself, yeah, Shay? But what you're doing, Shay, action. Simple. It's so basic. Action. All this stuff, I can talk and talk and talk. I can show you my journey. I can tell you my story. I can teach you mindset things. I can put up quotes that are inspiring. You can join my training. I'll get to that soon. This is part of it. But action. Action every day, every morning. You've got to take action. And it's not just like activity. There's a difference. Anyone can do activity. Anyone can say, yeah, I go for a walk in the morning, but what do you do on that walk? Seriously. You get up, so many people get up and go for a walk. Do you just clear your head, or do you think about how shit your day is going to be? Do you think about how shit your day was yesterday and you're like, fuck, I'm only going for a walk because yeah, someone told me it's good to go for a walk every morning. I've got to do it. Yeah, I've got to take my dogs. That's cool. But what about you? What about you and what you're saying about what you're doing? Are you getting pumped for the day? Are you getting excited about what you're going to achieve for the day? Are you getting excited about what you're going to do to make a difference in your world, in your family's world, in your workplace? That's a totally different mindset than doing the activity, the action. Have you got these steps? Have you been watching videos? Have you been going to seminars? Are you doing a course? What are you doing with that stuff? Are you doing stuff every day to put that in action, or are you doing it when you feel like it? See, this is nearly 12 months of me, and I've had some fucking shitty times through this 12 months. I've had some testing times, but I've had some fucking fantastic times. And I'm going to be honest, when I've had the fantastic times, the action has started to turn to activity. So take that in. There's a nugget for you there. The action, when things got easier, turned to activity. And what happened, and input here, Marcus, legend. Have we got a call today, bro? I know you're in Perth. I know when we were talking last, we were going to have a call today. Let me know, bro. But yeah, does that sound familiar to you guys on here? The action activity thing I'm talking about? Oh, A to Z, send me a voicemail. I can't see it. I'm going to wait for your answers here, guys. We'll just check out this. There's heaps of people down here now. I've been down here for 2 hours this morning. It's always real from me, Belinda. Always real. Look at that. Ah, here comes this bloody dog again. All the other dogs are cool, but there's one loud dog. But like I'm talking, you take action. You might take daily action, but across my 12 months, and I'm being real, I've been honest, when shit's got a bit easier, when I've had things going okay, when I could just absolutely smash it harder, my action has turned to activity. And the next thing that happens, I start facing resistance. And why? Shit's going good. Why am I getting this resistance? Why is things getting hard now? I've been going amazing. Because I take my foot off the accelerator. My action, I've still been doing like my success priming, my daily routine, but it's become a chore because I've let it become a chore, because I've taken my foot off. So how do I turn that around? I get excited about it again. I push myself harder. Or I get smashed by my fantastic coach, Lee Bundy. Because this is the thing in this world, personal development, coaching, whatever you're doing, people around you, your environment, and I always talk about it, they push you 2 times. Well, there's plenty of other times. When shit gets hard, they'll push you further. When you're overwhelmed, that sort of time, they'll push you. But when shit's going good, when shit is going really good, because that's where a lot of people let themselves down. That action turns to activity. That turns into like, oh no, I'm good at this now. It's my day-to-day stuff I'm doing. I probably can skip a couple of days. Jimmy Barton, how are you, bro? Good that you're on. And like I say, I see it all the time in beast mode in the environment there. Myself going through this, you get to a point like, do I need to do this today? I've been doing this for like 12 months. I'm getting good at this. I'm just gonna take it easy for a bit. It's been a real lesson for me, and it's gonna be a continual lesson. Everyone in life, you can smash it for ages, and then fucking boom, the universe comes and hits you. Or, like I say, you do an activity and it's not action. So throw any questions in here, guys. I was gonna do this live feed for like 5 minutes, but I'm absolutely pumped this morning. Like I am most mornings, really. I'll be really honest there. There we go. There's the sun. Take a snapshot of that, guys. Snapshot of that. So why am I talking about action? What's next? Be Your Brand in a couple of weeks. Watch this space, because I'm going to be there behind the scenes. Got my amazing superstar. I'm going to call her client because she's just smashing it. I'm going to call her partner, friend. Tanya Haggard, or Shatanya, if you see her name come up, please check her out. She's going to be going to Be Your Brand, which I'm super excited about. Would have been cool to have her on here again, but I'll give her a shout out anyway. Watch this space. She's going to be doing some day-to-day coaching with me after Be Your Brand. It's going to be like the day in the life of a coach, and something that Lee Bundy's got as well in Bali, and it is absolutely fantastic because what I'm talking about here, the action, the daily routine, what we do in a day, she's going to be going through that. She doesn't know what she's in for because she struggles to get up early some mornings, but she's been doing amazing too, and this is my point. She's been smashing it. She's been going really hard, but at them points where she's gone real easy, I've just like pushed her harder, and what happens then? She gets overwhelmed, but then she busts through. So I thought I'd give her a shout out because she's doing amazing. Check her out. She will watch a recording because I'm going to flick her a message and say why wasn't her ass on my live feed. But that's in Bali next. Be Your Brand. You got a message. You want to be a product of your life. That's where it's at. That's where I've learned a lot of stuff. Also through Team Beast Mode, through Lee Bundy, my coach. But the more of these things I do are action. They're not activity, they're action. You learn and I put them into action. After that, I touched on before, Team Beast Mode International Retreat. Every time I talk about this, I'm going to turn around. Give life a go. That's it, Jimmy Barton, man. You got to keep pushing, man. You go through some hard times all the time, man. But Team Beast Mode International Retreat, October 3 to 9. I always talk about this, how it's going to be next level. How many more next levels are there? I don't know, because the last one, I shared a video yesterday, and I'm going to continue to share some of the old ones. And the last one was off the charts. I don't know if any of you guys seen the live feeds. I'm going to be sharing some of them over the next couple of weeks. Check them out. If you want to see guys go deep, play full out, go back into their story, into their pain, to release it, to let it go, this is where it happens. The protected environment. You want high energy. You want to see what happens behind the scenes. So many people ask me, what happens at the retreats? What happens at the retreats? Watch one of the live feeds. It might be a bit rough and the sound might be a bit out, but you see the guys let go. You see us coaches getting right into it. Because with our coaches, that's where we're under the pressure the most. But watch this space. Also, what I've got going on too, I've got my 9-week program that starts next week. If you want action, this is a lead into so many other things, guys. This is like just over 2 months of the day-to-day stuff, success priming, into deep goal setting. But it's all set up with the one-on-one calls. There's free one-on-one calls with this. So anyone who watches this watches the recording. This is where it's all set up. You can do the activity. You can come to the online trainings. There's 9 of them. But the one-on-one calls where I just go straight in deep, and I always talk about this, real and raw. Find out what's holding you back. Because so many people, they won't go there. They'll do the trainings. They'll watch something and they'll be like, well, that was okay. One-on-one's where it's at. Go deep, and then you're like, holy shit, you expose that vulnerability. You've gone down to that part where you're like, you're afraid of, but you're one-on-one, it's protected. It's that great environment. And then you go do the trainings, then you put stuff into action. When you learn these things, you got people around you that grow, and this is why I'm excited about this. It's a really short program, but I'm really excited because it's going to be intense. It's going to be intense for me because at the same time, I'm going to be doing everything I normally do. I'm going to be showing you what's real, but it's going to be more personalized because I'm going to be working with you guys that come into the program as well. Accountability is huge for that action. That's massive. See, who keeps me accountable for this? I got Team Beast Mode. I show up there every day. That's my accountability program. I'm accountable to myself because if I've got people that I'm working with and I want to move them forward, I gotta be a product of what I'm talking about. It's as simple as that. It's getting a bit bright here now, and I didn't bring my sunnies. But yeah, check out that. I'm gonna throw a link to my tribe. There's still a deal in my tribe going there, guys. I don't know why I'm keeping that going there. But please check it out. That's where it is. Inbox me, because I've talked to a lot of people about it, but some people just like, they don't want to go there. They're like, well, I can deal with life myself, but they contact me because they've got shit that they're not working on. So they've got shit that's not working for them. So that's all for my live feed. If there's any other questions, like I say, check out that 9-week program. That's really cool. It's about tapping into your purpose and why to give you excitement, energy, and drive in your life. I think that's the heading anyway. Doesn't need a title, but it's all about action. So thank you guys for jumping on. I'm gonna go have some breakfast. Then I've got a huge day. Look at this. So any questions before I go, guys? I'll let it go for 30 seconds. Because I know there's a delay. Yeah, that's right, Belinda. I don't know. Usually it's the first thing I grab is my sunnies. Look at that. The sun is energy. That right there is a huge part why I live here. I will, Shay, you have an awesome day too. You could probably just watch that for the live feed, guys, for the view. Thanks heaps. Love you guys for hopping on all the time. Love the support. Have a great day.